immediately on top of your head. You have the stone plate, like, plus your shield combo, which is extremely powerful on J4 already, and he's gonna be so hard to take down and have so much dive.
Yeah, I agree with that for the Immortals composition, but with the Camille lock-in at the end, there were Camille buffs on the patch. The passive has been buffed and a few other things as well. So this makes the Tahm Kench pick make a little bit more sense if the entire time they were just hoping to counterpick Darshan, a split pusher, and choose to play that strategy. Because if you separate this out into two separate squads, like the four...
Even much more defensively, so even if you don't get a kill there, this Caitlyn Tahm Kench lane may be able to bully out harder than they normally would otherwise be able to do. And now Pobelter's roaming down. Level 4 Galio roam with Smithy here.
Smithy's right there. They're going to make it through the Cosmic Binding. This is to save Stixxay. You can see ramped up immediately. Flashes forward to get him to safety. But they still want Aphromoo. They get first blood. Immortals on the board.
And that's the efficiency of the gank that will show up on this.
You always have that assist. Oh.
Flash back. Dardoch just above as well.
So a bit of a mistake there from Smithy. If you actually instantly ultimate out of the E, you can do that unavoidably. He tries to go for what looked like an auto there, perhaps, and then is not able to pull it off.
Yeah, not quite the play. Now Dardoch in a fight with Pobelter.
Big back and forth. Shockwave is up here. They want to make it go in. There it is. Damage onto Pobelter is enough, and CLG get one back on their side. It looks like everybody disperses from here, but Darshan uses this chance to get
clearer than he had to. The flash was down on both Aphromoo and Huhi during that play. It's now up right now, so if they were timing the summoner spells, he could have been much more patient after this beautiful Bard ultimate by Olay. He catches both of them, no one has flash, Xmithy can just wait. Both Pobelter and Xmithy shoot early. So the ult essentially hits nothing, and now Aphromoo falls warding while that replay was happening.
I mean, as well, if he does eat him, he's there for a few basic auto attacks, and then he was to the other side. So Dardoch's timing may have been off as well in the early game.
Definitely a lot of mind games going on, and Dardoch's tendencies of having such a high jungle proximity and his first gank not working really did pay off in the side of Immortals, and it looked like the Rift Herald was close to expiry here.
Oh, TP coming in from Flame. It looks like they're going to try to go bot and collapse on CLG.
I don't hurt their turn in the mid, but they're going for the big play here.
Rift Herald solo mission in the mid lane as the fight goes towards the bot side. Stixxay's eaten up. We've seen this one before. Summoner spells are there for the 8 parry, but it's not going to be enough. Pobelter picks that one up with Winds of War as Ole comes up big with the crowd control. And to the front of the line, I thought Pobelter was going a little harder. This one, they can't even find the fights really as Immortals work around them.
And one thing to keep in mind, you know, to give CLG some credit around this Infernal and sacrificing that, obviously it's great for Immortals, but this is not a full damage dealing type team, right? There's not a massive amount of AD and AP that are going to be built up on, say, the Galio or even Gragas or even the Bard. So, like, you know, it's not like it's a Zyra and a you know, a J4, sorry, rather a Zyra and a Jason, these sorts of things. So you get less out of it as a team with a lot of tanks, but it's still going to be very valuable.
He's trying to take out Darshan. He's been hiding in a side rush for so long. This is why.
Oh, the flash taunt brings in the Durand. Looks like they're going to hang out in the ultimatum for a little bit. They like the space. It looks good. Pobelter picks up
after the reason they are behind. I think they're doing the right thing now.
Absorbing the pressure, seeing if they can throw it back at Immortals at some time soon. However, Immortals far from making mistakes. Here, Ole getting a little crazy, but with the vision they have, kind of knows the boundaries he can push here. Shares a little fruit with Dardoch. I mean, why not? What a nice guy. But still, just taunting CLG here.
Flames looking. Galio ultimate could come in.
This is even disjointed, and CLG still can't really answer to it. Spit out and flash coming through. Aphromoo now on the sore end of this engage as the Kaboom. There, the redemption's coming in for the heals. Who's going to live? And also, Pobelter is in, as he is the hero of the fight, but who comes up with the kill? Who is the victor? Aphromoo goes down. Ole is also down as supports have fallen. Darshan looking to get in, but can he find that in? As it does not happen. Xmithy and Pobelter on the front line, and now CLG try to route down mid. That is a low turret, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it.
Continues, who he's caught.
Solo knocked up, can't even use his abilities. He goes down. The ghost was used at the last second to try to run away, but he still falls. And the chase now to Darshan and Dardoch.
Yeah, and Darshan was trying to cut the wave there to deny their push, but Stixxay very low, no summoners, flash available onto the end flame. I think he has to just back off and give this up, or he's certainly going to get dove.
Darshan's still looking for some type of play, and Afro coming in now, but Stixxay's gone.
A pistol voyage. Stixxay gets obliterated out of the fight, and Darshan has been on the wing the whole time, looking for that in. But Immortals keep cycling back. They keep finding where that entry could
be. So had Darshan ever committed, you know, it would have been a 2v1 scenario. He would get taken down.
There's also, good call, the range they have to worry about. That's Pole Belter or Tempered Fate to save the situation.
All those semi-globals. I mean, they're going to try and get a pick anywhere.
Oh, missed time.
Just missed the sweep.
Yeah, and now without a flash on Camille, the Baron can just be continued by Immortals. I mean, so much about this is shutting down what CLG is trying to do, and the question now is, will they go for a fight after this Baron?
Oh, great vision to Naba. Ole with the pink ward over the wall as well if they tried to come in any quicker.
Here we go.
What will they decide to do here? There's the chomp up onto Dardoch. They lock them both in. He's forced to jump out. Aframu again left on the backside. There's just nobody else to help him once he helps them. 9-2 here.
Oh,
great
big
shockwave.
shockwave.
Isn't the turnaround. Darshan tries to find it in, but there's Pole Belter in flame again on the front line. Ole protecting Cody's son in the back.
And it's going to take more time for Stixxay and Huhi to really be able to get the items to shred through these tanks. Immortals have been pushing the pace so well. But Darshan does have his ultimate. If Immortal steps too far forward, they could perhaps look for something.
They look confident. There's the
TP coming in from Flame on the side. They're going to try to collapse on them.
His own deadly flourish. Cody's locks him up. The taunt, the crowd control on Darshan. The ultimatum not going to save his life. And now Cody's son to kite this out with Pole Belter. It's a 2v1. Flame just on the backside, ready to flag and drag in and give everybody the Demacian might. Pole Belter still alive. One more taunt. Flashes into lockdown CLG. Dardoch now staring at the light, and he is taken down.
And you thought maybe that teleport was going to come in a little bit too late for Flame, but it was just in time. Cody's son cleans up the back end of that fight. CLG needed to make a play. That was their window potentially back in the game, but as soon
Oh, I've used my damage. I'm going to die. Let me just press that active.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, and it synergizes so well with all of these champions because you're essentially pretty cooldown gated on your damage. They're not massive auto attack damage champions. So you fly in, you spend all your abilities, you pop it right then, and then as the Gargoyle Stone Plate expires, you have your abilities coming back up, and you can start to pump out that damage once more. It's very synergistic.
They're on a ward.
Oh no, Stixxay gets caught.
This is the one, though. If they can set this up and retaliate, we'll have to see. The shockwave is in there, but it has not been used yet.
Oh, beautiful up by Smithy.
They turn back. Dardoch low, Darshan low. Pole Belter's in the fight, and he punches straight to the back line. Darshan falls first. The turret will follow as the shockwave is used in retreat for CLG. Nobody can follow up on the damage, and Immortals once again, with any CLG members in front of them, cut them down and head for the Nexus.
They just smashed CLG in that fight. CLG was trying to be cute. They didn't pink ward, they didn't sweep where they were standing, and that was disastrous at the end.
Immortals really making a case for themselves as the best team in North America, taking down CLG very convincingly in game number 1.
It's going to be 33 minutes in, 17-4, demanding victory for Immortals in game 1.
Yeah, pretty much every